Hi, my name is Mark Nedjma. I'm from Newsweed.com. I went through and found some interesting stories, I believe, to report to you. Of course, we'll be doing a much more professional recording of the news in the future. We're trying to hire some people to do some multimedia work that are professional journalists. Just bear with us, but we're going to keep trying to do this as much as we possibly can because we think there needs to be some truth in the news. So here's the news that I collected today. In Canada, they are now opening its border to vaccinated Americans. You can now go into Niagara Falls and all of Canada and even get back to America as long as you've been vaccinated. So get your vaccine if you plan on going to Niagara Falls. In another story out of Staten Island, a very absurd story, Robert Raynor, age 80, from Staten Island, was found dead in his apartment building, laying in the hallway. He had been dragged out in the hallway, and it seemed as if he was beaten. Uh, what makes this story very odd is on his chest there were some words scrolled in black magic marker that may be even inappropriate for this video. Basically, the scrolled comments were implying that he may have been a pedophile. Um, One thing that was said is, "I take dolls into my room." The body was found Monday morning by a woman who lived upstairs who did hear the ruckus. Her comments was that she felt that the man was very frail and that occasionally she saw him pick up a few beers and return to his apartment, but he was very quiet. That's going to be an interesting story to see who really murdered him or exactly what happened. Huge day for Blue Origin. That's Jeff Bezos' company for space exploration and space tourist travel. I'd have to say that today was really a historic day where you saw the youngest person, 18 years old, and the oldest person in their 80s actually go into space, although it was a very short flight. Um, One has to ask themselves if money is the only thing that can make a person really achieve these things. But however, uh, all of your doubt about Jeff Bezos and what he's capable of, or at least what he's done with investing his money, kind of made you think that he was really on top of things. So congratulations to Blue Origin. I saw the spacecraft go up, the capsule disengage, uh, go into orbit, not orbit, but into a short time in space. And then what's amazing to me is that the rocket coming down and landing gently where it took off from. Absolutely amazing. Uh, Another New York story, Queens, New York, a borough of New York City. Uh, a guy named James McGonigal tried to steal a little boy. The mother was walking down the street with her kids, and the little boy was up ahead of her. This man jumped out of his car, grabbed the kid, and put him in the back. But fortunately, the woman reached into the back of the car and pulled him out. Uh, the woman was actually walking to her husband's office to try to bring some lunch or food to her husband. It's just a crazy world, but honestly, we saw these things in the 1970s. It really feels like it's the 1970s all over again. In Milwaukee, there were two people shot, two separate incidences. One person is dead, and the other one is injured. In these two separate incidences, the police are looking for suspects. There was also a weed bust in Milwaukee in which $10,000 in cash and ammunition was found. The anti-gang task force did the bust. It seems like, marijuana is still a substance that is being distributed illegally, and the gangs are in charge of it, which brings violence. The Biden administration is still targeting anyone associated with the Trump organization. Today, Tom Barrack was charged with lobbying for the UAE when Trump was in office. In another incident, the Justice Department arrested a DEA agent who was participating in the Capitol protest on January 6, 2021. I, for one, can definitely see how it seems like justice is two-sided. When President Trump was in office, they certainly were accusing him of just about everything. Now, with the Biden administration, they are going after people that were associated with him. It doesn't seem like freedom to me. But again, like I say, it's never as it seems. Maybe I'm looking at things totally wrong. So that's the news that I was able to pick up tonight from my lovely hospital bed. And as I said, we will be improving things. If you'd like to apply for a job, please contact Mark at Newsweed.com. Also note that we support our news efforts with activities in our other apps. We have an app called Up Yours, which is a music app for creators, in which you can up your content, whether it's music, news, or other content, and that content is immediately put for sale, and you can earn money by upping the content. Music in particular, we take that music and then we share it on Love Appy, introduce it to our audience, and then we basically have it up for sale, in which musicians can earn money for every download. The concept is that if you're looking for a mate, you might want to send them a song to kind of convince them of the style of music that you like, and also just to give an idea of kind of lyrics you like in a song. So if you have some music, please upload it to Up Yours. And if you're looking for a date, please join loveappy.com. That's how we're supporting this new station along with our investments. Please check in with us later for any type of stocks that we're analyzing or investing in for good, fun information that is great entertainment. Thanks, have a great night, and remember, it's never as it seems.